it's me. Hi. It's been a while since I've been on YouTube. And by a while I mean years. So sorry about that. But I'm back. We just needed a rebrand. So welcome to Zolexy Reads. Okay, I decided in my first video back I should do a Q&A type thing, kind of get to know me. If I look like a mess, keep it to yourself. It is 11:30 on a Friday night, and I drank my coffee. I decided to do a Q&A because it's been a while. It's been years, really. And I really didn't know what else to do with my channel. I've been reading a lot of books. I read like 55 last year, and my goal this year is to do 60. I'm currently at 16. So yeah, I was like, why not make like a little booktube slash like random vlog type thing. I don't know what. So I asked my friends on Twitter and on Instagram to send me questions, and I have them here for us to answer. And by us I mean myself, because that's the whole point of a Q&A. You don't know me. Okay, so some of these have like are book related, but some are not. So I will throw in a couple that are not. A little bit about me. Let's just give a brief synopsis. I am 28 years old. I live in Florida. I work as an RBT, so that's like a behavior therapist for kids that have autism. And I do editing part-time for, like, I edit clips, freelance I guess you would say. Right now I am currently editing clips for JC and Will. That's all I really have on the roster, which honestly that's a pretty good balance because I do work a full-time job. I do work 40 plus hours a week, and I do have a life. I know, crazy. I know. I love to read. I'm currently reading one of the arcs that I have for the month, and I literally have too many. I have 6 for the month, which is crazy. And if you're new here, if you're new to the reading community, an arc is an advanced reader copy. So basically, like, you get the book in advance, like a week or 2 in advance, and like you review them. I mean, you read them and then you review them, so that the authors have like reviews up already, so like people already know what the book is and how the book is and how people are, you know. Yeah, so that's basically what an arc is. I do have a bookstagram. Follow it if you don't. Zolexy Reads. So let's get into the questions. I was asked if you could go back in time and read a book for the first time, what would it be? If I could go back, I'd probably read either Say You Swear by Megan Brandy or The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. Those books changed my life. I can't explain. If you haven't read them, then you don't get it. If you have, you get it. What made you want to start reading? I've always been like a reader since I was little, since I was younger, I should say. I was always trying to get like in school, like the points for reading. I don't know, that was forever ago. I don't think they do that anymore. Where you can like get points. So like I just always been a reader. I took years off of reading, and then I picked it back up in 2022. I picked it back up, then stopped again, and picked it back up. Then picked it back up in 2023 when I got my Kindle, which I will grab. Until I picked up my Kindle, I have the Kindle Paperwhite, and I love her. I love her so much. I think everybody should get a Kindle. My Amazon storefront is in the bio, in the description as well. I just liked reading. I've always liked reading. I like the escape of reading. Whenever I get like overwhelmed or anxious, like I just pick up a book and I just can go somewhere else. You know, what's a book that you want to read but won't? This might ruffle some feathers because I want to read this book, but I don't know why. But the Avatar series, I don't know what it is. Nothing about it entices me. I feel like Sarah J Maas's, I feel like her Throne of Glass series or whatever, I don't know what it's called. I feel like that series would probably intrigue me a little bit more. But like Avatar, I tried reading the first book, got like 4 or 5 chapters, and I said, no, we're done. I put the book down. Yeah, that's a hot take, and I'm sorry. It is what it is. What book/books got you into reading? I will say Miss Colleen Hoover did get me back into reading because her books are so easy to read. So I think the first one I read was It Ends With Us, and then Verity. I will never have any bad words for Verity. Like I distinctly remember laying in my bed at 3 a.m. reading this book, and I was literally screaming, what? At literally 3 in the morning, I was just yelling. What would you tell 17-year-old Zoe? I would tell my 17-year-old self that to keep going, honestly. Because when I was 17, girl, I thought the world was gonna, I really didn't think I was gonna make it to 18. But that's a different talk for a different day. And I would just tell myself to keep going because life gets so much better. You get to experience so many new things. Like, you get to work with amazing people. Like, 17-year-old me would probably pass out at what is going on right now. Because, like, even I want to pass out sometimes. Like, the imposter syndrome is crazy. But I would just tell 17-year-old me to just keep going. That life is worth living, sweetie. It is. I promise. If you could pick one book to read for the rest of your life, what would it be? That's a hard one. I would want to say 7 Years Slip because I just love that book so much, and I feel like even rereading it a little bit that I read it on stream, it literally, I was like, wait, now I know why I love this book. So I feel like rereading any book will like make you realize things that you missed the first time and make you realize it the second time. But definitely 7 Years Slip would be a reread for the rest of my life. I love that book. I literally got Chase the Moon tattooed on me. I know the sea looks a little funky, but I need to get that fixed, but that's because I was a little bit anxious about it. So what is my most memorable memory? I would have to say honestly my birthday in 2023 because I got to spend it with my boss, client, I don't know, JC, and it was me, JC, Chelsea, my friend Lauren, and Megan, and it was just nice. Like, it was just like hanging out with friends. I mean, it was nice, it was beautiful, I really loved it. It was just nice, and I will treasure that memory forever, and I'm so grateful to have the relationship that I do with Chelsea and JC, as well obviously as my friends. But yeah, I think that is one of my favorite memories. What are your recommendations for books to help get out of a reading slump? In February I went through a really bad reading slump. I literally only read 4 books, and that was like pulling teeth to get out of it. Recommendations to get just out of a reading slump in general, I would have to say just reread your favorite book. Reread something short and quick to kind of like, get your mind thinking again. What have been some of your least favorite books? Again, this is another hot take. Beach Read by Emily Henry. Why? I don't know if we read the same book. I'm sorry. Like, Beach Read was so hard to read for me. I literally I didn't DNF it because I was like, I'm way too into this. Like, I need to know. But it was literally by the skin on my back. I finished that book, but I did not enjoy it at all. And I'm sorry. I know that I get it. There's Emily Henry, like, but Beach Read, like, everyone was just hyping up this book, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna read it. It's gotta be an amazing, life-changing book. No, it wasn't. No. I'm surprised that book didn't put me in the book slump, to be completely honest with you. I hated it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, I just couldn't do with it. Emily Henry, if you ever see this, I do love your book. Book lovers, perfection. Literal perfection. What are your top 3 favorite books you've read so far this year? Number 1 would be Powerless by Lauren Roberts. My first, like, I guess fantasy romantic-y book, and I loved it. Number 2 would have to be The 7 Year Slip, obviously. Love that book. And number 3, Magnolia Parks. I was annoyed at the beginning of the book, I'm not gonna lie. But once I really got into it, I really enjoyed it. What book or series is your Roman Empire? Oh my god, I could literally go on for days about this. My Roman Empire books would have to be 7 Year Slip, Say You Swear, Windy City series, so like Mile High, The Right Move, Caught Up. Those are my big 3. Favorite book couple? What is your favorite book couple? I haven't finished the book yet. Binding 13, Johnny and Shannon. There's just something about them. I'm only 60% done in the book, but I had to pause it because I have all these arcs. But I just love them. Oh, I just love them. Advice on making a bookstagram and how to find your aesthetic. Advice for making a bookstagram is just do it. There's gonna be people who like what you read, who are not gonna like what you read, who, just do it. You'll find your friends, you'll find like your pace, you'll find your vibe. Mine's kind of like all over the place, I guess. You'll also find inspo from like other people and be like, ooh, I like the way she does this, but I also like the way she does this. I just like the way they do that, and just kind of make it your own. I think that was my first video back. I'm excited. Thank you so much for watching. Happy reading. Welcome back, honey, to me. Welcome back to me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I see you guys back here soon. Comment where you came from, if you came from TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I don't know how to do the outro. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.